your cousins. I need y'all to stand and give them a nice round of applause, brother. Because they supported you. My name is Minister Hawthorne, also known as Black Ice, the poet. And I wanted to talk to you about what the Bible calls the day of preparation. Right now, we are in what the Bible calls the day of preparation. It is the day before the sun goes down on Friday, or any what's called Holy Day or Sabbath day. And so, graduates, I want you to know that today is your day of preparation. I need y'all to repeat after me. Time waits for no one. I don't want you to think that you got a lot of time to waste getting things together. Because those next 4 years are going to go by just like that. And you're going to look up and you're going to say, man, I just had graduated from Wendell and now I'm graduating from Seminary, because I know some of y'all know Seminary. Seminary alumni in the building. You also, graduates, in your day of preparation, you've got to become comfortable with being uncomfortable. You got to know that everything is not going to go your way. You got to know that in order to be successful, you got to learn how to be uncomfortable. Now, let's talk about the distractions. You're going to get some distractions. They're going to come sometimes from the people that you call your best friends. They're going to come sometimes from some of your family members. But you got to understand that the decisions that you make within those next 4 years are going to determine what your life is going to be like for the rest of your life. So watch those distractions. Don't be afraid of the dark days. Because the dark days are the days that you use for your days of preparation. Do you know that before you come out of the womb, you are in the darkness of your mother's womb, before you come into the light of the world? Before the sun comes up in the morning, you experience the darkness of the night. So you're going to experience some dark times, but don't let those dark times consume you, because light is at the end of what? Of the tunnel. Failure is a part of the human experience. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. He tried out for the team, and the coach said, well, Michael, you didn't make the cut. You are a failure. But that didn't stop Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan went back. He practiced hard. He prepared more. And he went on to be the greatest player to ever play the game of basketball. So don't be afraid when people tell you no. Don't be afraid to do what the world calls fail, because fail is nothing but a learning experience. In order for you to create anything, you know how many times you got to fail before the creation goes through? In baseball, they say if you bat 300, you are a successful batter. You know what that means? That you have to strike out 7 times and be successful only 3 times. But I want you to understand another thing. That life is not fair. Somebody say life is not fair. If you find yourself in a situation, graduates, where you get into some trouble, you can't work for the county, you can't work for the city, you can't work for the state if you get a felony on your record. But you can run for president of the United States. And so I want to close out with a poem that I wrote called The Elevator. But I want you to give one moment of silence to all of those that we lost in our family who would be here if they could be here to see today. One moment of silence. There's this elevator, right? It's full of people. Some family, some friends, some strangers, but you're all in a basement. See, the basement represents that brand new idea that was blessed to be manifested in your mind, but by the time you share your idea with the 10 people standing in the elevator next to you, some of them get off before the door even closes. Sort of like those so-called friends. The ones who you thought would be there through thick and thin, down to the end, didn't even make it to the first floor. The door closes. The elevator rises. Much to your surprise, you're making progress. The bell rings, you're at the first floor. The door opens, and guess what happens next? Those childhood friends, but they got goals of their own. Time for you to be strong, because you're going to lose some of these friends during this ride and feel alone. But as they walk out, a few more friends walk in. You started off with 10, but now you're down to 8. Now one of the new friends who just walked in pressed floor 2. So you know what that means. The next time the elevator door opens, they'll be on 2. See, family, out of the many people that will come into your life, you will lose the majority. Expect for the ones closest to you to disappoint you, let you down, betray you, but don't you change, stay you. And at the end of the day, when you place your family and friends before God, He will remove them to show you that He's a jealous God. And none should be placed before Him. Trust Him to know that He will replace everything stolen, restore everything lost, and heal everything broken. See, in life, you're going to have some knockdowns on the way up. But it's not about how many times you get knocked down. It's about how many times you get back up. Thank you so much.